Okay, everyone. Well, welcome to today's Tech Hour. Today, we're going to learn about the agent sites and how you can use them for marketing for your business. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. If anyone has attended my class before, you know that if you have questions, feel free just to interrupt me. I'm very flexible with that, and we can go ahead and answer whatever question you have at that point. Okay. All right. So when you first come into Command, like I usually do, I like to click on the red KW button, and I will go all the way down to the bottom and click on Consumer. And when you click on Consumer, you will find that you have a dashboard full of various options. So you have landing pages, agent sites, and a guide builder. The landing pages are going to be standalone websites for events, for listings that you have, for open houses, different things that you'd want to create to market. And so you can create these these landing pages just so you can market whatever you're trying to market, and they would serve essentially as websites. So you'll see here that you have a link, and once you create this landing page and make it go live, then or publish it, then you'll get a live link. You can copy and paste that link into Facebook, into an email, into a text, into a chat box, and people can click on the link and they'll get to see that site. Okay. You can turn that status off. So you can turn it off and it'll go inactive. Okay. And so if somebody clicks on the link, it won't be accessible to them, and it won't be searchable on any site. Okay. So that's what a landing page would be. The agent site, that's what we're going to talk about today. And so essentially it's your website. It's a free website or the included website that's being provided to you through KW Command. And essentially, if you have never gone in, if you've never looked at your site at all, you can click on configure your site, and you can say, I want to use the new KW agent site, and then hit submit. And it'll take you to a Kelly guide. And this Kelly guide, the focus is for it to systematically walk you through building out your page and getting everything set up at a basic level. And so what you would do is just click on Get Started at the bottom, and you'll have a compliance reminder. You can go ahead and read through that and then click Acknowledge. And so your first step when getting into the Kelly guide is to choose your subdomain and configure your profile. Okay. So your subdomain, it's automatically going to have a .kw.com tag at the end of it. And so really what you'd want to put in is whatever you'd want, people to be able to search on. So whether it's your name, whether it's the name of your business, whatever it would be, you would put that in and then confirm the domain. What that's going to do is it's going to check across all of the domains to see if that actually exists. If it does not exist, then you can claim it, and that would be your subdomain. Okay. And so it would look like this at the top. So whatever your name would be, if it was Stephanie Williams, stephaniewilliams.kw.com. Okay. So you can choose that. It has to be 30 maximum characters in length, no spaces, no special characters, and you can use this as your subdomain. Okay. Once you get to there, once you finish that, then you'll create your marketing profile. So for people who have not created their marketing profile, it will be a bunch of blanks. But if you've already created it for some other reason, let's say you're doing campaigns or you're doing some other kind of marketing on Facebook, then your marketing profile has probably already been created and filled out by you. And so essentially you can go through, look at all the different areas where they have, the red star. If it's empty, then you can go ahead and fill that in. Okay. Um, if you want to upload like a legal footer image, so what that would be like the fair housing image. If you wanted to upload that, this is where you would put that. Okay, so fair housing logo, things of that nature, put that here, and then this will update and you can add image there. If you want to put up your photo or your brokerage photo or your team or a business logo, definitely do that here. These are the recommended sizes for it to fit correctly. And so you can go online, find a picture. I think it's called like a pixelator or something like that. And essentially you'd go on, make sure your picture fits into whatever those characteristics are. And then you can crop the tool, resize it, do whatever you need to do to to get to that point. And then you can upload this. Okay. So you see, I need to do that with my team logo. I just kind of threw it in there, but yeah, I definitely need to go back and resize that. Your social media, if you have social media that you use, I just created a YouTube page for all of the technology videos. And so once I get everything uploaded, that's going to go live. That will be a link down here. But if you have one for your business, definitely upload the YouTube link and LinkedIn. And your KW app link, that's going to show up automatically down here. Okay. And so when you're sending out your app that's branded to you, this is what's going to be sent. So every KW agent is going to have the HTTPS app.kw.com, but every agent is going to have a unique, they call this a slug, SLUG, and everyone's going to have a unique slug. Okay, so this one is going to be different from yours, and it should be, okay, because it's branded to me and yours is branded to you. So that, I'm sorry.
For the app, do you need to download it in your phone and register, or is it going to be automatically, like you said, ready for upload?
So this app link is already going to be ready for you. But when you go into the actual app, you have to make sure that it's branded to you because you're getting it off of the Apple Store or the Google Store. And so it's just going to be a generic app. But then once you go in and claim yourself as the agent, then when you share it, what's going to do is going to share this app, or it's going to share this link to everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, so section 2 is going to be style and theme. And so really, you don't get a lot of different options. You either get a red theme or a dark theme. And those are the two things that you can get to actually, make your page look a little better. Your homepage text, that's just going to be whatever your slogan is for your business. You can actually put that there. So you throw that in and it would change there. Then you have your homepage hero or your homepage hero images. And those are going to be 5 images that are going to rotate. Let's see if this is, yeah. So when you log into your, or when you go to your site, there are 5 huge images that take up your site. And you'll see it when I go ahead and log in mine, but these are going to be rotating throughout, and these are going to be the pictures. Okay. So these are out of the box, pictures, but you can actually delete these and upload your own photos. And this is where you would do that. There are other places where you can do it, but if you already have your photos, you can go ahead and upload those here. And that would be it. Just make sure they're 1200 by 1200. So you have to resize them as well, just like the other ones, but these are just different sizes. Okay. And it's just about the amount of real estate that it's taking up. So let's see. I'm going to try to move. Yeah.
So Haywood,
Yes.
with the with this URL, I can only use this homepage. Can I, if I have my own design of the whole homepage, can I use the web address linked to my own? I mean, totally change the homepage layout.
Yeah, you can. So you're asking if you have your own page, can you use that?
Right. Actually, I prefer using the searching page that as the homepage. So my question is, when people type my URL, which is connie-hi.kw.com, can I link that address to the page I like to be my first image to people?
I don't think you can. And so you're saying if they went into your kw.com email or page address, can it point to another page?
Right.
I'm not certain if it can. I do know that if you had a domain that you liked, so let's say it was, Connie, let's say it was Connie.com, right? And you had marketed that, you could actually have people still go to that and it would redirect to this page. But I don't know if you can actually go the other way. So use this, yeah, because you're asking to use the kw.com address, but link it back to a different page.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not certain about that. I would have to ask about that if that's something that you'd like to do.
All right.
Okay. All righty. So once you've figured out, what you'd like to do with your page there, then you could actually go to the next page, which would be your company profile. And there are, so you get this navigation. Essentially, the navigation is, this would be, how people would, interact with your website. Okay, so you have company profile, about me, and contact us. If you wanted the about me to be above the company profile, you just click on, the 6 dots and then drag it above, and now it's above there. Okay, so it's pretty simple with a click and drag. And this would be your first page that shows up under the home page. Okay, now search engine optimization, you can put in the information that you like. You can change, what your slug is for this. So right now it's about us, but if I wanted it to say, company profile, I can say that. Did I do something wrong? Okay. So I can make it to be company profile, and it would match whatever this title is. Okay. So you can play around with that, and then you have content. And so essentially when you're in this content section, you're building out these pieces of your website. Okay. And so they give you 2 sections in which you can put information in about your company and about your business. And you can upload different photos. So you don't have to take these photos. These are stock. But you could put in a header. So instead of company profile, you can put in, let's say it's the name of your business. You put that in, the intro paragraph, and then you can have a headline title and then a second paragraph. So the intro paragraph would be just general. And then the second paragraph would be more specific about services that you provide or what have you. Okay. And so they give you a couple of different areas to add that. And then you have a footer, title, and paragraph. So something that you'd want to close with. Okay. So definitely go in, fill that out. And let's see. So we've gone through that. Okay. So that's it for the general setup. And so what you notice is you only have 3 pages that are set up there. Now, if there are more pages that you'd want to add, then you'd have to go back into command and set those up, okay? And so the way that we would do that is we would go here, and you don't have to be clicked on agent site pages, but what you can do is click on create a new site, and then you want that page to be connected to your agent site, okay? And so you're going to click on that, create page, and now you're just going to have a general body, okay? And so these are going to be widgets that you can use for your agent site page. And then these are going to be content blocks that you can use. So if you wanted to import an image, or if you wanted to put in text, then you can drag and drop these boxes in and put in the text or the images that you're interested in putting in there. As far as the widgets go, so you have a team widget, an agent profile, a contact form, you have a testimonial carousel, excuse me, testimonial list, you have the company profile again, a testimonial capture form, and then the download my app, okay? And so you could essentially have a page for each of these. So if you have a team, you just click, drag and drop that in, and then you could have a meet my team. And so you would have to configure these widgets for the team to actually show up in there. But what you're doing is, you know, kind of creating this this page now, okay? And so so let's say you wanted that well, actually, yeah, let's say you wanted that, and then at the bottom you could actually have, if you didn't want a separate page, you could have your team, your testimonial carousel. So you would drag and drop that in, and now it'll show up at the bottom there. Hold on. Okay, so this would be the testimonial carousel. And the way that you get the testimonials in there is through the capture form, okay? So you drag and drop that in. You can put it in the bottom. I'm gonna probably put it in the middle here. And it's there, okay? So, and you know that you may, I probably would just switch that around, but let's just put it in the middle for now. Okay, so now you've created these, you configure the widgets, okay? And so you put in a name, team name, and headline. This is testimonial capture, so what? You can put in a description, or you can use the description that's already there. I generally just do that. And you can change the review headline, or you can put something there. Then you save and apply, okay? And so when you come down to the bottom here, this is, you know, that section that I just put in, that I just, you know, put in with the widget, modified that, and then you have all of these different things. So essentially what you're doing is they're putting in their first name, last name, address, and, you know, when they're a client. and then they'll give you the star rating, and then they could write a review. Now, if you're getting reviews on Zillow or Yelp or something like that, you can always feel free to copy those and paste them here, just so your client doesn't have to do it, feel like they have to do it like 5 or 6 times in different places. You can always, do that. So I would definitely stay with what you already have. And then you can always, move that through and copy and paste that information back in here. Okay. So once you have the testimonial capture form, then you'll click on this back button, and now you're at number 1 of 3, and you'd say meet the team. You can write an intro text here if you want. They have my team in there, and I can put in, all of my teammates. And then hit save and apply. And it automatically pulls everyone's information that has information, to pull. And so let's say you're like, okay, these people don't have their information just yet. Then I could take that off. Okay. And hit save and apply. And so now it'll reconfigure it so that, everyone has, contact information, or if you want everyone that has pictures, then you could take these 2 off. So you can do whatever you like. Once you hit save and apply, this is the photo that's going to show, or this is the page that's going to show. And so then we have one more section, and that's the actual testimonial section. Okay. So because I had already entered in a couple of testimonials, it's automatically going to save them here. Okay. And so you can put in, your headline, and I'll just say from our clients. It's the same thing that's up there. So, and you can actually choose what information to put in or to show from your client. So if you just want first name, then you can show that. And you can say, I don't want to show their last initial. I don't want to show the city that they bought in. And I don't want to say, well, maybe I'll show the city they bought in, but I won't show the neighborhood. Okay. So you can choose what to show up there. And then you can choose the testimonials that you want. And then you just hit save and apply. And when you come back in, they're here. Okay. And then they just start rotating through. Okay. So, and like I said, the way that I got them here is that I just entered them into this. So I just copied and pasted, put in their information, copied and pasted. Even though you have their information, like their address and when they're a client, it doesn't have to show down here. Okay. So you can choose, pick and choose, how much anonymity your clients have. So once you have all of that in place and you've gone to 3 of 3 here, then you would just click on apply. I'm sorry, save and apply. And then over here, you have save changes. Actually, I want to cancel. I just want to call this meet the team. All right, now I'm going to save changes. Yes. And this will make it visible to others. Okay, so this is called meet the team. And so that's step 1, is creating the page. The second step, now we have to attach the page to the actual site. Okay, and so you're going to go into site and app settings, which is here in the top right corner. Click on that, and you'll see you have a whole bunch of different options for your site and app settings. And so remember when we were talking about the hero images, if you didn't change them when you first set it up, you can always go here to site and app settings, and you can change out those pictures. Okay. And so you can throw those in, and you can delete and then put in however many you deleted, up to 5. Okay. So once you have that, so what we were doing is we're trying to add site pages. So, and I'll go through these a little later, but I just want to continue on with this thread. So you go to site pages, and you have, you know, pages that you've already connected. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Okay, so I already have 10 that are connected. So I'm going to have to delete some pages because I believe.
What is the limit on the site pages?
I think it's 10. All right, so I have some space here, and so I'll click add a page, and then you'll see the site that you just created, Meet the Team, August 11th. So you'll highlight that, and then you'll hit continue, and you can call this whatever you'd like. So we'll do Meet the Team, and we'll call it team page. Okay, and you can write a description here. All right, and then we'll save the pages change. Okay, and so it says that those were created and saved. And so what we'll do here is go and test them out, and we'll click on this, and over here is your drop down, and I have Meet the Team here. Okay, so I'll click on it, and here we go. So I just added this, and it's there. What does our client say about us? Tell us about your experience. So they can come in, put in the information, and then they'll see the testimonials, okay, that have already been put in, and they'll just kind of flow through. So your option is to have the carousel or just to have the list. If you have the list, it'll just be a list of, you know, you just keep scrolling, and it's just a list of testimonials or reviews from your clients. Okay. Are there any questions about this section that I just shared?
Do you have a video? Because I know there's a lot of information, and I have to start from step 1. So if there's a lot of information, I'm taking notes, but do you have a video? Do you know if there's a video where we can go step by step to do it ourselves?
Well, I'm recording this class, so I can send that out to everyone.
Okay.
But there are videos. There are a bunch of videos out there in regards to this. So I can, you know, if you get in contact with me, I can send you a few that I think are helpful.
Okay, that's great. So you're gonna send this class to the attendees?
Yeah, if everyone provides me their information, then yeah, I can definitely send it to everyone that's here. If you want to just put it in the chat, and actually what I'll do, I'll put in my contact information. Okay, so my email address is tech@kwmetrocenter.com. I just put it into the chat box, so feel free to send me an email, and I can send this video over to you so you can follow through on the computer.
All right, perfect, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so, okay, so we have that. When I switch tabs, is everyone able to see my screen, or does it only stay on one screen?
I can see your screen.
Okay, perfect. All righty, so we're gonna go back into site and app settings. And we're just going to play around with some of the features here, just so you're familiar with them. Okay, so like I said, these are the general, these are the hero images when you first log in, and you can always update them at any point in time. You can, I think this says my KW app. I changed that to say Haywood's app, just to make it a little more personal on my page. And this is where you would add, your virtual tours for your listings. So if you have active listings, whether it's rentals or whether it's listings for sale, you can add your virtual tours here. Okay, so you select your listing. Let's see, I have a listing here on one. So. Okay. 151. Okay, so it's not working for me today. All right. So the idea is that you would be able to search for your listing here and then attach an active tour or a virtual tour to that property, okay, through this. And so URLs. So I think most of this, yeah, has to do with your subdomain and your app URL. And so, if you wanted to change your subdomain, you probably could put that in right here. But if you wanted to change that, I would say go back to the Kelly guide just to make sure that you can claim that. So, but this is where you would see what your subdomain is. Featured listings. So if you have a featured listing that you'd like to add, you can actually put that in here. And the place that it would show up is right under your hero tag. So let's see. Let's see if this works. Okay, so it's not, oh, there it is. 1511. Okay, so you find it, you select it, and then you click done, and it shows up here, okay? Then you hit save, and it says it saved successfully. So let me go back. Okay, so when I scroll down here, and now it's here, okay? And so you can put up to 12 listings on your page. And if you don't have any listings of your own, you can always put listings from our brokerage. And if you want to, find out about how to, find the actual, listings inside of Bright, so you can see which ones are ours, I can show you that at another time. Let's see. It's 111. So yeah, I may have to show you that at a different time, but if you're interested in that, please email me and we can set up a time to kind of go through to find, how to go over how you can find those listings inside of MLS. But yes, so you can add the featured listings when it shows up. it'll just show up as listings, so that it'll just, you know, kind of, you can go through all of them. You can click on them and it'll show up this way, and it'll show up on your website. So, you know, it always goes back to you, so they can never actually see who the listing agent is. And so if you have a question, you can ask the agent. If you want to schedule a tour, they'll allow you to do that. You can find out as much information as you want about this. I mean, it shows you everything about the schools, open houses. They have a mortgage payment calculator here. They have Keller Mortgage. They can connect with Keller Mortgage or Keller Covered, which is our insurance company. So, and then they can see nearby homes that are on the market or just selling. And this is going to be everyone. So this is a Metro Center, but here's a Remax, here's a Metropolitan Realty. So they can always go through and see other homes in this area. And it always drives the traffic back to you. Okay, so if they're interested in seeing one, they can just ask to see it, and then you just go from there, and it'll come back to you. Okay, perfect. So that's featured listings. And if there's something, you know, if you know, let's say there's one of them, I want to see which one. Okay, so this one on Tilbury, that one is pending. So if I see that it's pending, I can always go back and just delete it. And now that's there. Let's save the changes. And now we'll go back and see. Okay, so Tilbury is gone, and looks like I need to take that one off. So, you know, so it's you know, it's pretty easy to add and take them away. You know, you just have to make sure that you're managing it correctly and keep your eye on the market so that you don't have properties that are sold on your featured listings page. Here's the theme again. Like I said, it's just a red theme or a dark theme. So, and then we're back to site pages. Okay. So that's pretty much going to be it for now. I've taken you through how to set up your page, and then how to add pages to your web page, and then how to you know, manipulate some of the features that you have for your web page. Are there any questions, or is there anything that I did not go over that you thought I may go over today, or do you have any additional questions for me?
Yeah, hey, I've got a question.
Yes.
Where can you find out where your app code is? Because I know you used to be able to find it, I think, on white pages or somewhere, but now I don't remember where you can find it.
Okay, yeah, sure. So what you would do is go to your site and app settings. You can see my screen, right, Shabir?
Yes, I can. Thanks.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you go to site and app settings, and if you go to URLs, then your app link is right here.
Perfect. Thank you.
And so if you wanted to, you could just copy this. So copy it, and then you could paste it anywhere, like in an email or a text stream or whatever.
Great. Thanks very much.
Yep, my pleasure. All right. Anyone else have any questions or final thoughts before we close out? No? All right. Well, thank you for attending my class. Like I said, I will be monitoring the chat. I'll get everyone's contact information and send that out to you. So you'll have this video, and you can go side by side and start clicking through things and setting up your page if you like.
Sounds great.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you. And
Thank you very much.
You have 15 minutes back in your day. So, and if anybody wants to contact me to set up a time so that we can go through the MLS and figure out, you know, which Metro Center listings we have. I think it's like 165 of them now. then definitely get in contact with me and I can show you at a, really quickly.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Have a
Thanks,
good day.
Haywood.
Thank you.